Tibay ule, Voina Chuan, Class 6 English, Honeysuckle, Chapter 2, How the Dog Found Himself a New Master. But before we start with the lesson, let us first discuss the difference between domestic animals and wild animals. Domestic animals are animals that live with us or near us, like in a farm. We feed them and take care of them, while wild animals live in the forest. They fend for themselves and search for their own food. Ole amasain zirlai kan zir ranmain domestic animals tele wild animals te danglam na kan lo soi masa anga. Domestic animals kan tite chu ina kan ran vul kan khoi chote kan pe a kan engkol chin ho kha an ni a. Wild animals be thunge ro chu ram hnuaya an chenga an mani in cho anin zon chopa an mania zalen taka khatianga khosa kha wild animals kan tite chu an ni. Okay, now let us look at this picture and check it out. Which animals are wild animals and which animals are domestic animals? In the first picture, we have a cat. Is it a domestic animals or a wild animals? It is a domestic animals. And here there is an elephant. They are wild animals. The cow is a domestic animals. Monkey is a wild animals. And here we have a dog. It is a domestic animals. Hens are also domestic animals. Bear is a wild animal. Ducks are domestic animals. The sheep is also a domestic animals, while the lion is a wild animals. And here we have a fox. Is it wild animals or domestic animals? It is a domestic animals. So now we can differentiate the difference between domestic and wild animals. Now we will go to the text. Tuna chuan domestic animals le wild animals te kan lo chang to buka tuna chuan a text kan lo chhar chan to don ani. Earlier, dogs were their own masters and lived the way wolves do, in freedom, until a dog was born who was ill-pleased with his way of life. He was sick and tired of wandering about by himself, looking for food and being frightened of those who were stronger than him. Malai kum tam takal toa chuan uite hi mishing ten kan vul ngai lawa ram hnuaya chinghnia te ang bukin zalen takin an khosachina ni amai ero chu ui pakhat anunda na lung oi thei reng reng lokha a oma achan chu ram hnuaya mania cho inzon chopa wa vela ama aya lian le hwai sente lau reng renga hun man kha shi omatia aning em me ani. He thought it over and decided that the best thing for him to do was to become the servant of one who was stronger than anyone on earth, and he set out to find such a master. Ti chuan chu ui chu an in ngei tua atana ti tur chaber ni a asha chu ama aya chakle hwai sen ram sa chak tak me kha apua a ho tua nei se atan nun a ol samaringa ti chuan chu tiang mi zong tur chuan a chhuak ta ni. He walked and walked, and then he met a big wolf who was strong and fierce. The dog asked the wolf if he will become his master. The wolf accepted his offer, and the two of them walked together in the forest. Ti chuan chu tiang mi zong chuan ram hnuaya chuan avak kwal tamea naki na chuan ching na lian pui mei chakle hwai mel em me hi amuta ni. Ti chuan chu ching hne na chuan a chia lo ni avadil ta a. Ti chuan chu ching hnia po chuan a lo rem ti ve a. Ti chuan an pahnih chuan ram hnuaya chuan an in zui chhuak ta ni. Suddenly, the wolf lifted his nose, sniffed, and quickly jumped into the bushes and crept deeper into the forest. The dog was much surprised, so he asked the wolf, "What has frightened you so?" The wolf replied, "Can't you see? There's a bear out there, and he might eat both of us." Ti chuan chutia an kaldun ral lai chuan ching hnia chu thok le khata a hnaran len kwal vela. thing buk kara chuan a zuang lut ta thut me ni ti chuan ram hnuai pil ril lama chuan akal ta a ui chuan makati em meya ti chuan chu ching hne na chuan enge lawin em ni nga tinge khatia ngai om tin an zota chu ching hnia chuan ishe thiam lawem ni savom lian pui me oma min mu ve chuan kan pani hian min ei zo vek meyang local rotlan chevat fatanga ti ni. When the dog realized that the bear was stronger than the wolf, he decided to take up service with him. So he left the wolf and asked the bear to be his master. The bear agreed to this and said, "Let us go and find a herd of cows, and then we can both eat our fill." The chuan chu ui chuanin kha ching hnia kha ran sajing huai berani lauti a sha thiam ta ka chuan kha savom kha zui atum ta ni ti chuan savom hne na chuan apu ni kha avadil le ta ni savom po chuan alo rem tia ti chuan ui hne na chuan lokal ro kabula I om don nia so tilaya so din bong rualan oma kan thatanga du to kinan sate kan ei dun don nia alo tia. They walked on and soon saw a herd of cows, but they were stopped by a terrible noise. The cows were moving loudly and running in panic in all directions. Ti chuan bong rual om na lam chu an pan dun ta a am ero chu bong rual an va po ma sha chuan thom ri ring rap thla lu tuk me hin sheta ni bong ho la kha an bu chua thabarin muntina khan an tlandar ta sup me ni. The bear too ran hurriedly deeper into the forest when he saw the lion. The dog therefore came to know that the bear was afraid of the lion. So he decided to leave the bear as he wants a master who is stronger than anyone on earth. Ti chuan bong an han tlandar supathom ri an han shat khan savom po kha man mo lu tukin ram hnuai pil ril lampan khan atlan cheve tawak me ni. Ti chuan khatia savom an tlan chha ta ka khan ui po khan savom kha ram sazinga wai sen berle chak berani lauti kha ashe thiam ta a ti chuan kha savom po kha kalsana savom aya chakle wai sen kha apu a master ni tura zon atum le ta ni. The dog went to ask the lion to be his master. The lion agreed to his request, and the dog stayed with him and served him for a long time. Ti chuan chu ui chu sakei hne na chuan avakala achia hlo ni avadil le ta ni sakei po chuan alo sakei baknei po chuan alo rem tia ti chuan rei tak sakei baknei hne na chuan oma arong abol sakani. The dog was happy to be with the lion, as there was no stronger beast in the forest than the lion, and no one there to touch or offend him in any way. Sakei baknei bula chu ui an khosa chu nuamati alim em ni achan chu a master apu berkha ram nuaya ram sazinga I wai sen berle an lalpa nia wang khan tu ma in kha ui kha an tinangam lawa chu mei po ni lawin alung ni lo zong om po kha an du lawa ni. But one day, as the two of them were walking side by side along a path in the forest, the lion suddenly stopped. He gave a great roar and then he began to back away very quietly. He was afraid of something. Ma se ni kha chu sakei baknei le ui chu ram hnuaya an len dun vel lai chuan sakei baknei chu akal lai kha an chol thuta ring tak mein an ruma chuan chu mizo chuan zoi muangin ram hnuai pil ril lampang kha I apan ta nuk me ani enge mo lau chu ane ani. The dog was surprised and asked the lion the reason behind his fear. The lion said he could smell the presence of a man and they should better run away to avoid any kind of trouble. Ui khan khatia sakei baknei lawa nei ti an shat khan makati em meya ti chuan sakai bak nei hnen a chuan enge hlo a nei engwanga khatianga kho sange ani ti an zota chuan chu sakai bak nei chuan mihring rim ka hria ni kan bul hnaiah khan mihring an awm ani chu wangin kan thei to pa chaka kan tlan chha ta kan biru ka ngai ani buaina dang har satna dang kan to lo na turin tin an shilani. The dog understood that the lion is not the strongest creature on the earth, so he bid him farewell and decided to join the man. Ti chuan chu ui chuan sakai po chu thil siam zinga huai sen le chak berani lauti asiat le ta ka khan mihring hne na om kha atum le ta zawk ani. The dog stayed with him and served him faithfully. Till today, the dog is man's most loyal servant and knows no other master. That is how the dog found himself a new master. Ti chuan ui chu mihring hne na chuan a cheng ta a nuama ti in alima rin takin mihring rong kha a bol saka vo in ni thlengin ui te hi mihring te chian cha le rin beran ni a ti chuan ui hian pu master tur dang azong le tangai reng lo ni kha uina master pu alo nei dan chu ani. Okay, in the story that we have just read, we came across that the bear and the dog saw a herd of cows. Than thu kan chhar zo ta ka khanin savom le uite khanin bong rualan hu thu kan chhiara khata khan azyak tu khan cows ti mai lawa heart of cows ati na chan chu noun a hlom om chi a hu hawa om chi te hi collective noun kan tian na cows kha chu ron ti ringot che bong kha pahni emo pathum emo pakhat aya tam shim shim an ni khan cows anita a mero chu heart of cows aron ti khan bong rual ti kha kan shi thiam ta ni ti chuan heta hian works ti tur oma heng ho te hi kan en hawanga kan ti ho do na ni achunga te hian heng kar ol da khana tur hi oma school ti te fleet brood bundle bunch pack flock le heart ti te oma khang ho mang khan kan lo akar ol te hi kan da khat do na ni. Number 1, a dash of ships ani chuan a fleet of ships here answer here. Number 2, a of flowers answer 2, a bunch of flowers. Number 3, a dash of chicks, a brood of chicks. Number 4, a dash of cattle. The answer is a herd of cattle. Number 5, a dash of sticks. The answer is bundle. Next, a dash of sheep, a flock of sheep. Number 7, a dash of fish, a school of fish. And the last one, number 8, a dash of wolves. The answer is a pack of wolves. Katikan heng collective noun kan ti shang te chu kan lo shele ta buka kan lo zirno le cheu don nia kha ti zong kha voina how the dog found himself a new master ti lesson atanga kan zir thei te chu ani e.